everybody, and welcome back to my mommy channel made for moms by a mom. Before we get this video started, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can join the mommy club because it's awesome. Thumbs up this video to let me know that you like it. Comment down below to share your experiences or any advice you have for me or anyone else. Hit that bell button somewhere down in there so that you can get notifications of when I post. Right now, we have been doing a gestational diabetes series. And in this video, we're going to continue the series with showing you how to prick your finger and reading your numbers and what your numbers should be. So stay tuned. All right, everybody, before we continue on, I just want to throw out some disclaimers again. I am not a doctor, nor am I a licensed nutritionist. But I did have gestational diabetes when I was pregnant with my daughter. So all I'm doing is giving you guys a few tips and tricks to help you along the way that helped me. Okay, so let's start with the things that you're going to need. This stuff is going to be given to you by your doctor or prescribed to you by your doctor. So you just need to talk to them about what your insurance will cover. And here we go. So this is the kit right here that holds the reader and everything inside of it. So this is the glucose meter. Now the one that I have is by True Metrics. It's a CVS brand. So this is what your numbers are going to flash across. And it has a little piece down here at the bottom where you put your test strips, and then it has adjustable buttons for changing the time and stuff like that, and like a battery pack in the back. You also have your lancet, and this goes with this. So each one of these come with these things, right? So a lancet is just your finger pricker, and it also comes with one of these, which is how you prick your finger, and I'm going to show you that in this video. Oh my goodness, guys, if you are squeamish and don't like the sight of blood, you might not want to watch some parts of this video, okay? And then we have these right here, which are called the test strips, and this is what collects the blood. All right, and then inside of here also comes a log, because in the last video I talked to you guys about keeping a log. So here's what this one looks like. You can get one from your doctor. I also have this one I received from the nutritionist. So it's just a log that just has you're gonna put the time, your medicine, if you're taking any and how much you're taking, glucose, which are going to be the numbers we're going to read on the reader, and your food you're going to put down here. You're going to put the date, and you're also going to log your carbs, which we talked about this in the last video. So before you do anything, when you wake up in the morning, you are going to start with your fasted blood. So this is before you eat or drink anything. You're going to start with pricking your finger in the morning, okay? So you're going to put that here before breakfast. You're going to log all of that down here. Now, after you prick your finger and get your numbers, then you can have breakfast, okay? So you're going to write in this box what you ate for breakfast, including counting your carbs. This is very important, again, because this is going to show if something you're eating has spiked and if you had too many carbs, stuff like that. Remember, for breakfast, you want to have the lowest amount of carbs, and then you can have more carbs throughout the day, all right? 1 hour after you eat any of your meals, you're going to prick your finger again and write down the number that you have here. You're going to do the same thing an hour after you eat a snack, an hour after lunch, an hour after your snack, an hour after dinner, an hour after your snack. So you're going to record everything here, okay? So I'm going to show you one so that you guys can kind of see what one looks like. So this is from, looks like, what is this? Oh, May 29th? Okay. So here you can see I put the time. It looks like it was 6 o'clock in the morning before. And you can see that my numbers are 98. And then after breakfast, my number was 123. And I had a bunch of, it looks like I had some watermelon and I had some water. So the numbers for your fasted blood, that number needs to be under 100, okay? Then the numbers an hour after your meals are going to be under 140. If you forget an hour after to take your numbers, then you can still take your numbers 2 hours after. That needs to be under 120. If you forget after 2 hours, then it's not going to be effective. So if you need to do this an hour after you eat. If you forget, then 2 hours is the max you can go. So it looks like I didn't have a snack that day. And then after my lunch, my numbers were 132. And I had a Chipotle chicken avocado sandwich and some water. So I just wanted to show you guys this, because this is what this is going to look like. Your doctor is going to take these numbers when they see you and look at everything that you've done, as well as checking your numbers when you get there. They do have these things called disposable lancets if you're traveling or something. And these are also a lot easier to use. This is a finger pricker, and you don't have to worry about putting your needle in your machine and everything. You could just use this and dispose of it. And you're going to need some kind of alcohol pad, because you're going to want to wipe your fingers off and then put it on after to stop the blood. And then you're also going to need a container of some kind. I'm just using a pill bottle, but you want a hard plastic or a hard can, because you're pricking your finger, the test strips and the lancets do get touched by your blood, and if you just put them in the garbage can, then they could poke somebody through your bag. And a lot of people carry diseases, stuff like that. It's just better and safer for everybody to dispose of these properly. So I'm just going to use an old pill bottle when I do this. And last but not least, you're going to need a pen, because you need to write stuff down with. Alright, so when you do this, you want to make sure that you prick different fingers at each time. Don't prick the same finger, because it'll start to get uncomfortable, right? It's a lot easier to kind of prick around the sides as opposed to in the center, because it won't hurt as much. This can be uncomfortable sometimes, but you guys, this is for the benefit of you and your baby, so suck it up and do it. I say that all the time. So I will show you how to use the lancets that come with this, so that you know how to use those. So let's start by putting this together. So it comes with this little piece here on it to protect the needle. And there is the needle right there. This is where you're going to put it into. Now these numbers here indicate how hard it's going to poke you. So you can just start with 1 or 2, and then if you bleed pretty well, then you can stay on that number, but you don't want to hurt yourself. So If it hurts when you poke yourself, the numbers are too high. So this is just adjustable numbers there. And then this is the button you're going to press, okay? So you're going to take this off of here, as you can see, and you're going to put this right inside. So I'm just going to hold the piece, and I'm going to line up the lines, as you can see. Line them up. So then we're going to put this right back on. And after you do that, you're going to pull this here. You'll notice that the button sticks out. That means it's ready for you to press. So I'm going to put this down for just a second so I can get my test strips ready. Alright, so your test strips come in a container like this. This is very important, this next step. So your test strips look like this, right? This piece here, you don't want to touch that. That is the part that goes inside your reader. And touching that is almost like touching a memory card. So you don't want to touch that piece. So usually these go in this way. This piece you can touch as long as your hands are clean. That piece right there is just where you collect your blood. Okay? So, what we're going to do is stick this in there and push it in. It's going to come on. Now, the date and time will be up there. If it's wrong, you can just adjust it again. You'll see this piece here that shows that the stick is correctly in there, and then you see this flashing, looks like a water picture. That is the blood showing we are ready to go. All right, so I've already wiped my finger off. I'm going to do it again. Just going to pick a random finger, let it dry. All right, and then you're going to put this on your finger like so and click, and I'm just going to squeeze to get some of the blood out. So there it is. And then what I'm going to do is stick it here to collect the sample. So you saw that? You want that line to fill all the way up. So it's going to flash across and read your numbers. So as you can see, my number is 100. So we're going to write the time and we're going to write the numbers after that. So let me get this on my finger to stop the bleeding. We're going to take this out. It goes right off after you take it out. And as I said, you need to dispose of this properly. So I'm just going to dump it inside of there. And when you want to take this out, all you have to do is open it just like you did and pull it right out of there. Stick it inside of your container. Alright guys, this is very important. Those lancets, the finger prickers, sorry you guys, problems of a breastfeeding mom. Those lancets are for single use only. You don't want to re-prick your finger with the same lancet. This also is only for you. You should not be using these on someone else or letting someone else use your products because of the needles and things like that, okay? Alright, so here's just a better view for you guys. I'm going to take the testing strips, one out. Here is your reader. I'm going to place it and the bottom. Again, when you see that blood mark, that means it's ready to go. I'm going to show you how to use the disposable lancet. All you do is pick it up, prick your finger, and squeezing just to make sure you have enough blood. Okay, so I hope that was easy enough for you to grasp. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell. And I will see you guys in the next video.